everyone, how are we doing? Welcome back to my channel. Happy August. OMG. I honestly can't believe we're in August. How are we in August? Where did July go? Where did June go? Flying. But I'm very excited because that means that next up we have September, October, November, my fave time of year, and then of course December. So I've got a lot to catch you up on, but I thought let's just chat whilst we pop the change away. So, oh, wow. Throwing things around already. Right, so let's take the dice out. I have a feeling, right, Pumpkin might join us again because she's in the room next to me. I can hear her playing with a little toy on the floor, but it's just me and her home. And when it's just me and her home, she likes to be near me. So we will see if she joins us again. A lot of you liked seeing her last time. So we've got 2 pennies. Let's start off with that one. So where did we leave it all off, guys? Let me try and remember. So my last video was a count up video, for the count up for July. And I was saying, we're actually on holiday right now. We should be camping. It didn't go to plan. This year, I swear this year is just a write-off for me and my little family. When it comes to going away or having holidays, obviously Switzerland didn't go ahead because my dad took really poorly. And then just everything happened. My sister's car got smacked into, then our van broke. It's just been a bit of one of those years, really. So I was hoping, hold on, this looks like a 2p. It is disgusting. It's actually a 10p, which is scaringly vile. I don't know how it's so disgusting. We'll do the 5p in a minute. So yeah, it's been a bit of a chaotic year. So we drove the van up to Barry Island. We got to Wales, guys. We got to Wales on the Monday. We got to Barry Island. We parked up. We were there early. It was such a lovely morning. It was nice and sunny. We got a little hot chocolate on the seafront. We walked down to like Nessa's slots. We had a good little game in there. We just loved it. It was a really lovely morning, having a little look around. We drove up to Gwen's house, Gwen and Bryn, where they lived. That was fun. I loved doing that. There's a couple other people up there at the same time as us, so we were all having a giggle. It's on such a steep hill though. OMG, the steepest hill I think I've ever been on. But yeah, we had such a lovely morning, and then we were like, right, we've got an hour and a half now to drive until we get to the campsite. We drove about 20 more minutes and the chain snapped on the engine. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that our van, here and there, we've had to replace bits, and I've been like, oh, you know, we save up a bit of money and then it goes on the van. Now, all the parts we have actually replaced on the van have been like one of those things that you replace every sort of 10 years. So a lot of the things we've put onto it should last now a very long time. But yeah, the engine chain, we did not think that would go. Now, most cars and vans actually have belts. Some vans have chains, and then the newer vans have a thing called a wet belt. Now, the chain snapped, which meant the van it wouldn't move. It was fully broken. So we had to call the AA. We were on a really dangerous road as well. Call the AA. We also had to get the police out because the amount of times our van nearly got hit. We had the hazards on, we were pulled over as much as we could, and we walked about 100 yards down from the van just in case anyone smacked into it, and we were saying to everyone, like, go into the next lane, and people were just waving at us really stupidly, like, oh hi, like, oh look, there's a family of 4 stood on a really dangerous road, let's wave at them. There was a couple in a motorhome, and the lady was driving, and the bloke was sat on the passenger side, and he was waving like this and smiling, and we were like, no, move over. All 4 of us like pointing, move over. We've got like 100 metres until our van's gonna, you know what I mean? And they had to swerve around. Oh, honestly. So we had an unexpected travel home. We had to come home. Luckily, we've got AA membership. We pay it as one of our direct debits every month, and it's £22. and we use that at least once a year. It's been really handy. They got us a hire car for free for 3 days, so we were able to drive home and yeah, drive around for a few days. And we also got the van towed home. We didn't get it towed home actually, we got it towed to the garage that my dad works at. My dad's now gone back to work, which is nice. And yeah, we had a massive discussion. We were like, do we sell the van at like a cheap price to someone that wants to fix it and then they sell it, they do what they want with it? Do we get it fixed but it would be pricey, or do we look into getting like a new van, like maybe finance a new van or see what's about? We could not believe the prices of vans. Like, they are ridiculous. It's literally doubled since we bought our van, like the prices of things. So we were disgusted by the amount of money it would cost us if we were to finance one. So we were like, no thank you, we're not doing that. I think we'd rather get just like a cheap runaround than do that. But we spoke to my dad is a mechanic. He's gone back to work last month actually, bless him. We spoke to our current mechanic, who is like a local lad. He's really lovely. And we spoke to our previous mechanic, who my Mr. Cute is really good mates with. So he's like a mate that used to do our cars, but he's like early retired. And they all said, you've put this on your van. They were listing like the things that we put on the van. They were like, your van should be good to go. Like, if you sorted the engine and the chain out, although it's like a bigger job, my dad's garage, they've been very kind, and they've said like, oh, we'll do it all like trade price for you, which is unheard of, which is really kind. We'll just whack it on account, you pay however you want. And I'm just like, wow, okay. So all the mechanics said they reckon it's worth fixing. It's a crew cab van, which means we've got the 3 seats in the front, 3 in the back, and we've got like a long wheelbase van, so it's quite big and chunky, and they're quite sought after in the van, what do you call it? In the van world, people like to try and grab those. They hold their value a bit because they've got the 6 seats. It's quite hard to find like a tidy van with the 6 seats. And she is tidy. She's got no rust or anything like that. She's doing well. She looks lovely. And we've replaced all the sort of bits on it that, yeah, she should do a long time now if we get this engine sorted. So they've been sorting an engine for us. We've got my dad's spare car, and we are just going to plough every spare penny towards getting it fixed, really. That was the option that everyone seems the best for us currently anyway, and then maybe in a few years time we'll start saving a nice deposit towards a newer van. I didn't really want to go into a finance thing with no like a nice chunk of money not saved up, because that just seems ridiculous. So yeah, we're going to do that. She should run for a long time now once she's done. They found a couple of engines, they're just weighing up their options and stuff. So yeah, fun and games. I'm just going to leave it to the professionals though. My partner knows quite a bit about cars and stuff anyway, so he's having input as well. But yeah, very lucky that my dad's garage has offered to take it in and do the work and stuff. So feeling thankful for that anyway. If I need to empty all my binders in a few weeks, guys, we can cry together. Yeah, we've got our little emergency fund. I think we're just going to pay probably in chunks over the next like 2 months or something. But yeah, we have got some money in the bank as well. But I didn't really want it all to go on the van. And Mr. Cute's been doing some overtime last month, so this month's pay was a bit juicier, which is nice. So yeah, it will get sorted. Even if I'm not bothered if I have to empty everything, apart from like Christmas and stuff, I wouldn't empty that because that would be horrible. But we will sort things out. So I'm going to cash stuff this month as normal, because we've still got things coming up. We still need to live, you know what I mean? So I think we will just see. We're going to try and pay off as much as we can, as fast as we can, to be honest. That's what I'd like to do. Where shall we start? Let's start. So anniversary. We were meant to be in Wales, but we were home by then. We did get a little Chinese in the evening, and I think that day we went to a car boot sale. We love a car boot sale. We love them, especially in the summer holidays. You can buy some really cool stuff. So one thing we've been doing this week, which we love and we used to do a lot, is buying and selling stuff. Now we've bought some really juicy things this week for really cheap, and we've managed to flip them on Facebook within like a day or two, which is crazy. So we are stockpiling money that way as well. Love it. And it's like a little hobby on the side. Funnily enough, Mr. Cute has just taken the two boys to go and pick up something else on Facebook Marketplace that he's found for a bargain this morning. So he's going to flip that as well somehow. I flip really weird things though, like we've got this really cool IKEA lampshade in our house, and it was £55. It's huge. It's like a little beehive thing. And I seen a lady selling one on Monday at the local car boot for £5, and it's brand new in its box, and I was like, wow, can I have that please? Paid her the £5, popped it on Facebook. The next day I sold it for 30. So we've been doing little flips like that and just getting little chunks of money in, but it's surprising what you can find at a car boot, and it's surprising what you can sell it for. And the lady that came to buy it from me for £30 was like, wow, I'm so glad I found this. That's a bargain, because it's normally 55. So I had a bargain, she had a bargain, we're all happy. And the lady that sold it, I mean, she could have asked for more really, but she'd put all the prices already on her stuff, so I wasn't going to be like, oh, that's too cheap. Right, trick or treat. Now this is for Halloween bits. I was going to get some little home decor bits. Obviously things like that aren't important. If we need to put the money towards the van, we will, but I will still get obviously the boys a nice little costume and stuff each. So you can tell I've got loads of things to say because I haven't counted the money. We've got £125 this week, so 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, and then £5 coins, as always. I always struggle to remember what to update you guys with, but yeah, that was depressing. So we came home and we still did a few little fun bits for the boys because it was meant to be their holiday. They were in such good spirits though. Me and the eldest went in a police van because we were on a dangerous road. They had to pick us up. My youngest is obsessed with police, but he was too scared to go in the van because I think he thought they'd take him away. So me and my eldest went in there. So I've added £10 in here. We should have 80, I believe now. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Yeah, I did share a picture of me and my youngest sat in the back of the police van. We were right in front of the little cage where the naughty people go. So that was fun. And then my partner and our little one went in the recovery truck. But that's the thing, I really recommend having an AA or RAC, any sort of membership. They do them through the banks and stuff, but you get like the lowest level of care when you have things through your bank because you're not really paying, you're not really a customer. You're a customer of your bank, but you're not a customer of like AA or RAC. It's always worth having, especially if you've got kids. So they took our van all the way back to Cornwall. That's like 300 miles for free. They gave us a hire car for free. We had it for 3 whole days at our house. They collected it from our house. Like, yeah, it's so worth having. They've saved us multiple times. There's been a couple of times where they've had to tow the van home, or even little things like the battery's gone on it, or drained somewhere. So yeah, definitely worth having. One thing that I will always have, and me and Mr. Cute swear by. Right, so that is it for a minute for the annuals binder. How is everyone else anyway? I hope you're having a good week. I hope August is going well for you so far. It is a 5-week month, but because we were meant to be away last week, I'm just using it as a 4-week month this week. Right, birthday binder is this beautiful pink one. So I normally get my videos up on a Friday. It's now Saturday. Yesterday it was just chaotic day. I did open my little shop on Etsy last night. So thank you to anyone that made an order last night. I'll be working on the orders for the next week or two. I've still got a little bit of stock to make. But yeah, I have the boys home for summer holidays, so it will take me a little longer than usual, but I'm going to try and do like some really nice long evening, even if I'm working till like 10, 11 p.m, I won't mind. So we've got 20, 25, 30 in Sissa. I'm going to pop another 5 in today. That's 35. I think I'm going to take Sissa out for a little brunch or lunch or something for her birthday, because she's just had a baby, and I think that'd just be nice rather than a random gift that she probably wouldn't look at. You know, when you have a baby and you're just mothering. You don't think about all the things in your house, do you? Even like bunches of flowers. I remember getting a couple bunches of flowers when I had a baby, which is such a sweet gesture, but I remember putting them in a vase or vase and not looking at them. I remember going in the kitchen one day and being like, oh my god, they're dead, because you've been so busy with baby that you don't really think about the flowers and all the pretty things like that. I'd rather something I can eat or do, you know. So Papa's got 25. Going to add another 5 into there. I'm going to swap that for a tenner actually. So he's now got 30. The first one actually in here is Wall Banger, and that can be taken out now because we bought his present over the weekend. We were going to give him the money, but we found a cool present. We put a little bit more money towards it from the bank as well. He can go to the back now for next year. Oh, lovely. So that's that binder done. Awesome. Right, so next up we are going to our high priority binder, which is this lovely sagey one. I always tuck the flaps in at the back. Just neatens it up a bit, you know. Right, so our emergency fund. This may be wiped out by the van, or we may be able to just wing it and keep her in there. We'll wait and see. It doesn't bother me if we have to use it. That's what it's for, isn't it? It's for an emergency. Having no van is an emergency. Luckily, my dad's got 2 cars, and he'd rather us be using it and actually it being used than just sat there. So we've insured that for the next month or 2. We'll wait and see. So we always put £10 into our emergency fund every time we cash stuff, and it goes into this tin, which I love, and it stops us from tapping it, because the emergency fund was the most tapped envelope. Like, you know, if you just like, oh, I could just grab a tenner a minute, or I'll just grab 20, you know, for things that you need cash only for, and you know you've got it in the house. So I've popped it in the tin now, so it can't be opened. Lovely. So we've now got 550 in our emergency fund. Beautiful. They're sort of doing the van as well in like their spare time, because they're a busy old garage, so they've got it parked up, and that is sort of like a little project for them to work on here and there when they've got a spare minute. So there's no rush at all, which works well for us. Right, so that's that one done. I didn't know whether to still put a little bit into van maintenance. I think I will actually. So I've got it on my little list there, so I'll grab that binder out again, sorry. And then at the end of the month, maybe we'll just take it out, whatever we've managed to gather. So I'm going to put 20 in there. We did finally pay the bill as well for our the bits for the starter motor that we had done and the blower motor. And that came to exactly what I had in there, which is really weird. So that was good. Right, so that binder's done with now. We will go to our low priority binder. And this one, I was 50-50 about stuffing. I've popped £10 into the hair envelope, because my hair appointment, I think it's in 7 weeks or 6 weeks. There's 20 in it at the moment, now 30. But I thought, no, still gonna stuff that. Beautiful. Right, school binder. There's this lovely sandy one. It matches this. I think it's why I like it so much. It matches like the sandy theme. She's pretty. Summer holidays. We're on the very end of week 3 now. So we're literally like halfway through almost summer holidays. Our summer holidays are 6.5 weeks here where we are. So yeah, we have got 130 left. We've spent 110. So we're doing all right. We're doing well with that. I thought I would start stuffing October half term. The next one. Just continuously stuff a half term or some holidays so that they're all ready. So let's do £5 into October's half term. Now I've done every pumpkin as £2.50, so it should be £60 when it's complete, and that should be enough for our October half term. I was contemplating doing like £100, but I just think I reckon we could manage on 60 really, doing a few bits. I've got some like return tickets that are cheap for our favourite attraction in Cornwall. You pay £1 when you leave and then you get this little card that discounts you. I think it's £6 per ticket, so I did buy them last time we went. So it's £36 for me and the 2 boys to go to this attraction, which I don't think is that bad. So we'll probably do that week, plus get some nice snacks, maybe have some movie nights or some movie days. So I like to use like the half-term money to go and get some like little treats and stuff as well, because that's always fun, especially if it's rainy. It's like, right, let's go to the shop, let's all choose some treats, we'll go back, watch a cosy little film in a blanket. So yeah, and then school uniform, there's 30 in there. I'm going to add a 5 today. We've got most of the kids' bits. I am going to get 1 more pair of school shoes and a PE t-shirt. And I think that's it. I got the jumpers out the other day. We've got plenty of jumpers, to be honest. So there we go. We've got socks, we've got shirts, we've got trousers, we've got shorts. We've got a little fleecy jacket for them for PE. They are pretty much sorted for school now, which is nice. Just got a couple little bits to grab. I might do that next week, actually. Right, so let's do £5 actually. I'm going to put into trips as well, because I know for a fact that my little one has a school camp. He's going into year 3 and they actually do their first little school camp. I don't know how he's going to feel about that, you know, being away from home, because I think it's 3 nights as well. We'll wait and see. I'm sure he'll be absolutely fine. I'm guessing they could probably ring us and stuff if they're sad or whatever, but I think he'll be fine because he'll be with his friends. He'll be loving it. But yeah, let's start that off, shall we? There's that. Lovely. We're going to put £30 into Christmas. 10, 20, 30 into Christmas today. Now, in our Christmas challenge binder, we are working on this Christmas TV guide. But do you know what we're also doing is Says Who by Dingley, by Charlotte at Dingley Designs, and this is the Gavin and Stacey one, so you have to guess who said the thing. So let's do, oh, which one should we do? Let's do, there's the salad, now leave me alone. Was that, oh, Doris? Was that Doris? I've got a feeling that might be Doris. So let's have a look. Yes, it's our Doris. Lovely. And it's a red one, which means £10. So if I got that incorrect, it would have been £20. I'll just scrape that all off a minute. Lovely, so £10. And I'm saving for that in the back of here. I'm just popping it in here at the back. Lovely, thanks Doris. So far I've got them all right. There are a couple on here that I don't know though. You're unbelievable, you vicious little pig. I think that might be Pamela, but I might be wrong. We'll see. Right, so that means we've got £20 for the Christmas TV guide. I really love this one. She's cute. And I love the little vintage Santa on it. Like, oh, so cute, so traditional. So let's do £20 on this one, which is a lovely chunk for this one. Each 0 is a tenner. I don't think we've got any of them left now. So I'm just going to colour in a few of these that totals £20. So let's do the 4, the 5 and the 1. So that's £10. And then we will do the 2, the 3 and the 5. And that's £10. Ooh, 6 numbers knocked off then. Lovely. So £20 into Christmas TV guide. We don't have a lot left now. I've literally got a 4, a 7, a 5 and an 8. Oh, hang on. No, we've got a 1 and a 3. Oh, and a tenner. There is a cheeky little tenner. Okay, so we're a little bit, yeah, still got a little bit left to go. And that one is from Eva, the Rocking Witch. That was in her Christmas box from last year. So there we go. That's Christmas saved for. Woohoo! Lovely. So guys, let's do £20. We've got 15 in fivers and we've got £5 over there in coins. Let's do our saving challenge binder, which is this beautiful strawberry one. But when it's September, she's going to have a autumn glow up. We're going to change her up for September. So we can start the August challenge now, which I'm excited about. I've seen Laura, I think it's Laura's Budgeting Journey on Instagram. She's got a lovely aqua green username. What do you call it? Her picture. She's called Laura's Budgeting Journey, I think. She's just started this one and she tags me every time she does one. And yeah, she colours them in so cute. So I'm going to do Grinchy Green and brown for my first little turtle. I do love this one. I think this might be my fave of all the months because it's just so cute. I've been watching so many people on TikTok go to the Maldives. I think I've gone down a rabbit hole on there. Once you watch like a video or two, you start getting sent them, don't you? Oh, he's so cute. There's just such little harmless creatures, aren't they? The little turtles you see floating around. They always look so cute and just gorgeous. Apart from those snapping ones that are scary. Snapping turtles. They're vicious. They can like rip you to shreds with their little pointy chops. Still fascinating though. They're like little dinosaurs. So that's the first little turtle coloured in on the August challenge. £5. That goes into the lovely Hermes. It's nearly your season, hun. It's nearly September again, which means we've probably used him for about a year. Woohoo! There we go. I did sell a few of these last night, actually, a few of the bundles. So, oh, cute. I love packing them up. It just makes me happy when those ones sell. It's a fun thing to pack up. Love it. So that's £5 down. Next, we're going to do our dilly-dally dots at the back. And I'm going to be a good girl and just roll by one today. See what we get. And then I really want to get the pearls done. The pearls challenge complete. 5 is the Grinchy Green again. So let's pop a 5 in to fill the dots. Beautiful. And this money is for 2026 if we get there without any mishaps. If we have to take this out, we will. But I'm hoping we can just keep stockpiling for next year. That would make me happy. So there we go. So we have got £10 now to spread between all of these. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of love for each one. I'd like to get them done really by September, but I don't know if that's like, is that doable? I'm hoping so. We'll see, because then I can put some like autumny challenges in the autumn binder. So £2 into Hermes for Fruity Saver. That one's from Budget with Moo. Love that, so bright and cute. Strawberries were the theme for this spring and summer. Now roll and match. This is the one that needs a good hammering if I want to get it done by September. I'm thinking, guys, my YouTube payment for last month, when that comes through, I'm going to just do a big binder stuff, I think, with that and get as much as I can done. So roll and match. If you match 3 in a row, it's £1, and if I don't match it, it's £3. I've changed the rules a bit to suit my budget. So we've got lilac, pink, pink. Okie dokie. I'll just colour those in a second. Yeah, cowboy. Lovely. So that's £3 into Hermes. Very posh name. Lovely. This is a cute one. This one was sent to me from Eva at the Rocking Witch, and she like made a little custom bow one for me. She's so sweet. Sweetheart. So we've got £5 to pop into the pearls challenge today, which brings me joy. That's a nice little chunk. Beautiful. And this one, hopefully it's going to go towards the boys' swimming lessons. We are on the list. It's a very long list though, I've been told, so it might be a little while yet until we are called up for them to be in them. But at least we're on the list. That's better than nothing, isn't it? Living in Cornwall, obviously, we've got the beaches and stuff. I feel like it's really important to get them swimming. We do go swimming with them ourselves as well, here and there. But I feel like it's a good thing for them to learn to swim away from us, like mum and dad not be there as a safety blanket. It's nice for like them to have an instructor, isn't it, to teach them. Where's the grey? She's missing. Is she over here? No. Well, that's mucked up my pattern, hasn't it? The grey's missing. Oh, we'll just do a pink then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So £5 into Hermes. That is me done for August week 1. Wowzers. I hope I haven't forgotten to say anything. Hope everyone's well. Anyway, and I'll be back again next week. August week 2, babies. See you later. Bye.